Hello and welcome to H. Greg Locks. Here I have a 2021 Porsche 718 Boxster. This car came with a clean Carfax report. What I'm going to do in this video for you is I'm going to show you around the car. We're going to take a look at it to see if there's any kind of damage, including scratches, dents, chips, or anything else. Here at H. Greg Locks, we want to be as transparent as possible and give you total peace of mind. So if there's anything you need to know about this car, we will let you know. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go panel by panel checking out the car, and we're gonna start right here with the front bumper. Let's take a close look. The front bumper looks perfect. What about the hood? And again, we just want to know if this car has any sort of damage, including scratches, dents, chips, or anything else. The hood seems to be in perfect condition. What about this panel? And this panel is in perfect condition. There's no sign of damage. Now, what about the wheel? We want to know if there's any curve rash or anything else. However, I'm not seeing anything like that. This wheel is in perfect condition as well. Now let's move on to the door. And just to clarify, we're on the driver's side of the vehicle. Door looks perfect. What about this fender? And this fender's in perfect condition as well. Again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. Now to the wheel. And again, I'm not seeing any type of curve rash or any other kind of damage to the rim. Just like the first one, this wheel is in perfect condition. We can now go ahead and take a look at the back. Again, we're taking a close look at everything. We want to know if there's any sort of damage. Rear bumper's looking good. What about the rear hood? Perfect. Now let's move on to the passenger side. Starting right here with this fender. We're taking a close look at the paint. We want to know if there's any sort of damage at all. Everything looks perfect. What about the wheel? And the wheel is in perfect condition. There's no sign of curve rash. Now let's move on to the door. And just like the other side, this door is in perfect condition. What about this fender? And this fender's in perfect condition as well. Again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. Now, what about the last wheel? And I can safely say that all of the wheels of this car are in perfect condition with no sign of curve rash or any other kind of damage. We can now move on to the interior of the vehicle, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the seat, checking the leather, seeing if there's any type of wear and tear, any type of damage. And this is basically a brand new car. I'm not seeing any sort of damage at all. The seat's in perfect condition, and we can move on to the door panel, where again, we just want to know if there's any kind of damage to the fabric, to the leather, or to any panel. Everything's looking good. Once again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. This door panel is in perfect condition. We can now take a look at the other side of the vehicle, the passenger side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're first going to take a look at the seat. We're checking the leather. We want to know if there's any type of wear and tear, any type of damage. But just like the other side, I'm not seeing anything at all. It's in perfect condition. Now, what about the door panel? Again, we want to know if there's any kind of damage or any type of wear and tear. Everything's looking good. This door panel is in perfect condition as well. Now, something I do want to mention right now is that this car comes with an owner's manual, as you can see right there on the screen, and 2 sets of keys. Perfect. With the car now on, I want to show you a couple of things. The first of which is the mileage of this vehicle. As you can see in the bottom of the dashboard on the left side, this car has 19 miles. The other thing I want to show you is that this car comes with a backup camera, as you can see right here on the screen. Perfect. Now I want to show you the steering wheel. Let's take a look at the leather. We want to know if there's any scratches, any tears. What about the carbon fiber? looking good. I'm not seeing any sort of damage at all or any type of wear and tear. What about the buttons? Is there any scratches on them? This side looks perfect. And this side looks perfect as well. What about the middle section? Again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. The steering wheel is in perfect condition. Now we can move on to the mid console, where again, we just want to know if there's any sort of damage, including scratches to the screen, to the knobs, to the buttons, or to anything else. And again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage at all. Just like the steering wheel, the mid console is in perfect condition. We can now take a look at the trunk of the car. And this is in the rear of the vehicle. We just want to know if there's any type of wear and tear along the sides, along the floor of the trunk, or anywhere else. And as you can see, it's in perfect condition, very well kept. We can now take a look at the trunk in the front of the vehicle, and we're going to do the same thing. We're first going to take a look at the sides. We want to know if there's any type of wear and tear, any type of damage. Everything's looking good. Just like the rear trunk, this one is in perfect condition as well. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact one of our representatives here at H. Greg Lux.